On November 2nd, 1967, the band Cream released their second album, Disraeli Gears. The band, composed of Eric Clapton on guitar, Ginger Baker on drums, and Jack Bruce on bass, was one of the world's first supergroups. And as one music critic put it, Disraeli Gears represented the point where the blues got psychedelic and in turn heavy. In contrast to much of the band's other work, Disraeli Gears comprises mainly short, self-contained songs, with none of the improvisation and jamming for which the band was known on stage. As for the title, according to Ginger Baker, one of their roadies was having a conversation with Eric Clapton about racing bicycles, which often have a French gearing system. However, instead of the French word, Mike Turner, the roadie, said Disraeli Gears, which caused Clapton and Baker to fall down laughing and use Disraeli Gears as the title of the album. Benjamin Disraeli was a 19th century British prime minister whose last name sounds very similar to the gear mechanism Turner was trying to refer to. Cream was signed to Atlantic Records, with Tom Dowd as the engineer. Dowd was renowned for his technical genius, but also for his ability to relate to musicians and put them at ease. The band had never worked in an American studio before, and as Dowd relates, they were somewhat overwhelmed by the equipment.
In England, they were still recording on 3-track. They didn't know what 8-track was, and when I set them up and started recording, it was like butter.
I had no idea about any of the technology that we were working with. I didn't realize that there was any importance in tape machines.
Where all the other songs that they played were prepared, this one song, they never found a pocket, they were never comfortable. And they took a break and they walked in the control room.
To be perfectly frank, I wasn't interested in people like that at that time. I was just interested in musicians, and people like Tom, as much as I got to love him, were really kind of background boys that I didn't take much interest in.
There just wasn't this common ground like they had on so many of the other